Welcome everyone. Oh boy, Bella is excited today. Today we're going to check out some waterfalls and some old growth and probably go off trail a little bit. Should be lots of fun. I keep thinking that I've forgotten something because my pack feels so light. But the reason my pack is so light is because I don't have my fishing gear with me. Check this out down here. Some paintbrush. Very pretty. Okay, here's our first waterfall. Woohoo! How's that for a nice waterfall? This is an area that used to be a road, but there's been enough landslides that now the road is a trail. There's a waterfall back here. Let's check it out. Just got to get through this slight alder. There we go. You thirsty, buddy? Bella's playing a game that Patches used to play that we named Dumb Dog. That's where the dog kicks dirt and rocks down a hill and then thinks that it's a good idea to chase the dirt and rock down the hill, and in the process kicks even more dirt and rock down the hill, and then the next thing you know, your dog is gone. I've never seen Bella play this game before, but she's definitely playing it right now, but so far she hasn't disappeared all the way down the hill. This is the perfect place to play dumb old dog. Lots of loose rocks. This road has definitely seen better days. Look at that view though. Wow. I can hear rocks that she's kicked down the hill, and so can she. You gonna play dumb old dog? Yep. There she goes. Don't go too far, Bella. She's young enough and healthy enough. I'm not too worried about her. Bella, come back! Oh yeah. That was a game that Patches played all the time. It's kind of cool. She reminds me of Patches. And she's getting ready to play another round. Beautiful weather up here today. Just beautiful. Nice and cool. Why don't you stop playing that game for a bit, buddy? You're going to be so tired. Bella, don't go too far now. Come on. Look at that. We've made it into the old growth. I have not heard an airplane yet this morning. It is really peaceful up here. Wow. Here's a good looking water source. It's got this pipe here. I've never understood what this pipe was about. I've never gone down here and looked either. It was surprisingly difficult to get water out of that waterfall. I've never really understood what this upper pipe is for. Maybe it's just some sort of an air vent. I don't really get it. That's a long culvert though. I wish I had known ahead of time that this road was going to be so overgrown. I would have taken some precautions against ticks. Whoa! What the heck? What did you do down there, Bella? What on earth? I have not heard a sound like that in the woods ever before. I think it was Bella kicking a rock down the hill, but it must have hit something metallic to make that sound. I really want to know what that was. Maybe there's an old car or something down there. Oh, there we go. There's a metal culvert down there, so Bella kicked a rock. Must have been a decent sized one down onto a metal culvert. That startled me. It sounded a tiny bit like a gunshot. Anyway, I'm worried about ticks. I need to get some pyrethrum to wash into my clothes, stuff like that. Oh boy. It won't be long at all until that's impassable. So if I want to keep hiking on this road, I'm going to have to bring my brush clippers with me. I'll be amazed if I don't pick up some ticks today too. Hopefully the hot weather we had yesterday dried them all out and sent them into hibernation. Fingers crossed. I just found these little crystals here. This is not something I've found in the Olympics more than once before. This is really cool. Here's some more quartz crystals. There's some birds up there making lots of funny clicking noises. Still haven't heard an airplane yet today. I've lost my sunglasses somewhere in the brush. Hopefully I'll find them on the way back. They were rather expensive ones. I might not even miss my sunglasses today. Well, that's interesting. It's not the right shape for bear poop, but it seems kind of big for coyote. Definitely a wild animal though, so I'm guessing that's cougar. Come check out this poop. Is that a kitty? You don't care about that. You just care about all the rocks you kicked down the road. I'm pretty sure that was cougar poop. Look at that cliff right there. That's the kind of place where a cougar likes to hang out, watching for prey. I'm not worried about cougars up here coming after me today. But it does make me pause to think a little bit. I'd kind of like to go up there, actually. That's pillow basalt. It would have been extruded under the ocean. That's why it's got that fluffy, pillowy shape. It was extruded as lava under the ocean. All the Olympics were. And then eventually, the Olympics just got pushed into the continental plate. And that's what caused these mountains. Just tectonic plate uplift, the continental shelf crashing into the oceanic shelf. So the Olympics are not technically volcanic, but they are made of volcanic material. But the fact that there's a couple of different hot springs in the Olympics tells us there might be something volcanic going on. But the Olympics themselves are not volcanoes. And the Olympics are eroding every year, but they are also still uplifting because the plates are still moving. And I've read that the rate of erosion and the rate of uplift are equal. So the Olympics are staying the same height. We're getting close to what used to be the end of this road. And then beyond that is a short section that also used to be road, but got washed out ages and ages ago. I used to always traverse that section after this road ended and then head into an old growth forest. I might do that today. Or I might go up to a little rock where there's a really nice overlook. Although it's kind of cloudy for any kind of overlooks today. We'll see. There's so many old campfire rings in the Olympics. All these places people used to be able to go to. Looks like someone had an oyster feed here at some point. These are fragments of oyster shells. Now we've reached the point where the road used to end. But there's also another point where the road used to end beyond this. But I've only been down here since the road ended here. And then I always just find a way to traverse this section to the original end of the road. And it's always a little bit tricky. Now we've got side alder plus little baby hemlocks. Hopefully this won't be as interesting as it has been sometimes. This can get rough enough that I don't enjoy it. I'm not sure what the best route through here is going to be. Going along the edge of the old road or right down the middle of the old road. I would like to get up onto this log here. Little blackberries trying to pull me down. Yeah, this is just every bit as rough as I remember it being. But there is a beautiful forest at the end of this. Kind of makes it worthwhile. I'm standing on this little mound here that marks where they stopped vehicle traffic from going down this old road ages ago. So the washout that closed the end of this road ages ago is going to be just around the corner here. But it's not the same washout that closed this road about 5 years ago. That's farther back near where we parked. And see how flat this is? You can definitely tell this is old road. So we're on the other side of a really old landslide that took out this road years and years and years ago. And continuing down this old road, I really hope that this gets maintained enough to be a trail. Here's some more remnants of the rock slide that would have closed this road. This road was just blasted into the side of a mountain. And as such, it wasn't very stable. And once all the trees were taken, there was no need for a road anymore. So once there was a landslide, they would have just let it go. We've made it out to a slightly clearer spot in this old road. I'm guessing this road was built in 1950 because that's when the main road up here that this road comes off of was built. Look at this beautiful roadie just starting to bloom. It's always hard to know what to do when traversing these old roads. Go on the lower edge or the upper edge or along the middle. The problem with going on the lower edge is that you could end up not being able to get back up. Some loose rock here. And all I've got to hold on to are some little Douglas fir branches, not especially big ones. Getting beat up, losing all my gear. On top of everything else, the screw on my reading glasses is coming out. I don't have a small enough screwdriver to fix it. I tried, but nope, no luck. Will you please stop chasing every rock you kick down the hill, goof? Jeez. You gotta stop doing that. Stay up here with me. Fella, no, don't even think about it. Now there's a really sketchy little section between here and a beautiful old growth forest where I can sit and relax. Just have to get around this cliff. I think this last cliff face here was just more than they wanted to blast out to get the trees on the other side. There's some penstemon up there. I think that's what that purple flower is. That is awesome. Wow, wild penstemon. Headed over there, there's kind of a semi-flat section over there where there is sometime even a creek. We'll sit there for a bit and relax and then decide what to do after that. Here we are. We've made it to church. My temple. Olympic Mountain old growth. There's some Douglas fir here, but I guess they decided these last few Douglas fir weren't worth continuing that road. Just trying to make it over there a little ways towards the clearing now. So this is where we'll stop. I would like to have my lunch here, but only if I can find a rock to set my stove on. I don't want to risk catching any of this stuff on fire. I just offered Bella some of her favorite dog food, and she's not eating it. Oh, now she will. But I think part of the problem is she's too thirsty to care. Bella, look. Bella, look. Water. There you go, buddy. There's a grouse drumming, waiting for it to start up again. There it is. I think I'm going to try to get up to the top of a cliff over there. I'll do that by switchbacking back and forth across this hill. And then to get back down, I'll need to switch back as well. It's actually getting down that's going to be dangerous. But it's just so delightful to be in this forest that I want to stretch out my time here. But I was getting cold, so I need to keep moving. I've never been up here before. Here's something called Pacific coral root. It's orchid, I think. Made it to a little ridge. I think where I want to go is up above that rock. If it's not too dangerous, I'll do it. Found an old metal marker. A little bit nervous about getting back down because this is so steep, but I just have to force myself to make switchbacks, I think, and try not to go straight back down. But I am anxious enough that even if I make it up to the top, I'm not going to be able to relax. I'm just going to worry about my trip down. I've got 2 different route logs going though, so not very likely that I'll get lost anyway. I bet that's a really cool spot up there if I can make it. Yay, I made it! I'm on the top of something. I could climb out there, but I'm not going to because if I fell, I would get hurt. Bella, come back! Bella, come back! You're not going out there either. Oh, I was envisioning a flat rock that I could sit on, but that's not happening. A view might have been nice for all this effort too, but it's just too cloudy. Yeah, I'm gonna call this good. No, Bella, get back here. I know a lot of people would climb out there and take pictures of themselves on that rock, but I'm not a lot of people. I know I could get there, but why would I want to? There's no view, and it'd be dangerous as hell. Yeah, this kind of stuff will be why the road ended. Gets really cliffy over there too. So here's my summit shot. Bella, come back. Come back. No, no, come on. Don't trust her not to play dumbass dog up here, and that could be fatal, even for her. Okay, I think we'll just get out of here now before the dog trips or I trip. That spot right there was my actual goal. Could almost sit there, but it's at a bit of a slope, and yeah, don't know. Maybe I'll go down there. Just gotta play it safe and watch this crazy dog. So this is the thing that looked flat enough to sit on, and it really isn't, and this is where I'm going to stop because these pine needles are slippery and I don't feel like dying today. So we'll turn around here. Ugh. Okay, gonna head back down the way we came now. Woo! So that triangle thing is where we are, and we climbed up here and now we're on our way back down. It's quite steep. Going down this ridge was actually really nice. It only got kind of treacherous on this spot right there. Bella found some water in a tree root that she was drinking just now. How about that? Wow. Look at that. Tree root water. Cool. Look down there. Wow. Really cool. I think this is the oldest, biggest agarikon mushroom I have ever seen. I also think it's dead. Look at the size of that. Yeah, it's dead. It's hollowed out in the middle. That's definitely the biggest one I've ever seen. Wow. Really cool. There's a marker there. I don't know if it's a survey marker or an old trail marker. If it's a trail marker, it's probably saying now's the time to turn down there. This doesn't go much farther before it gets too steep. But usually they put 2 of these in a row when it's time to turn. I know it won't show up on the camera, but this really looks like the trace of an old trail I'm following here. This is definitely a trail. Yeah, definitely a trail, but probably just an animal trail. But it could have been an old trail through here too. Just one that was never officially made a trail and then got covered up with that road we came in on. There's some fog rolling in, giving the forest a kind of eerie feeling. I'm back down to where I had my coffee. I would love to have my lunch here, but I just don't want to risk using my stove in this forest. Lunch will have to wait till we make it back out to the logging road. I'm just gonna lay here for a while and enjoy the forest. The clouds have descended upon us. It's definitely gotten a little dark in here. I'm getting hungry. I think I'm going to hike out of here now and back down the road to that little waterfall and have my lunch there. It's going to take a bit of work to get back there though, and I better get moving because I'm starting to get really hungry. Let's go, Bella. Here's a big fat gardener snake. Probably a pregnant female. Hey, buddy. When they're this big, they get aggressive. It could actually bite me. Okay, bye-bye, snake. You win the standoff. Or the layoff? I don't know what it is. Bye-bye, snake. Yeah, you think I didn't see you. I saw you. I most definitely saw you. The views have opened up a little bit. Oh, should I sit here and have lunch? But then I might catch the moss on fire. This is a gorgeous spot though. Wow. I wish I had brought a cold lunch today. There will be views back out on the road too. But this is just so gorgeous and private. Not much chance of anyone coming down here and trying to join me. Found my lanyard. Yay. I hope I find my sunglasses too. They're not my favorite pair, but I did wear them when I was climbing Mount Adams, so they do have some sentimental value. Here's a bone of some sort. It's really light. I kind of suspect that it belongs to a bird. I didn't actually have to go brush crashing down past the end of the road to get into the old growth. There's a lot of old growth right on the road. I just like going back in there because it's kind of like my own special spot, and I'd be so surprised if I ever saw anyone back there. I never see any sign of anyone being back there recently. It's just about time to start looking for my sunglasses. Oh, but look at these first. Whoa. Those are so big. Wow. I set a waypoint on my GPS to mark where I was when I knew I was missing my sunglasses, and then set it to give me an alarm when I got near there so I wouldn't forget. And the alarm just went off. So the next time I brush crash through Slide Alder, I need to look for my sunglasses. We have found a dung moss, probably growing on coyote scat. Let's take a look at it under the hand lens. This is probably Tetraploidon monoides. It could also be Tayloria serrata. That's the two dung mosses that grow here. It's time for the best part of every hike, lunchtime. It's 3:45 and all I've had to eat today is 3 mandarin oranges and 3 cups of coffee. And I've hiked quite a ways and done some strenuous hiking. So I'm really hungry. I'm going to enjoy my lunch, for sure. Got my water boiling. Just gonna have my usual coffee and noodles today. Cheers. All right, lunchtime is over. Still haven't found my sunglasses, and I probably won't, but I'll keep looking. We have gone 6.5 miles with some brush crashing and a little bit of climbing and some pretty rough walking. And we are still 2.5 miles from the car. Bella smells something, and whatever it is she smells walked straight up the road. That's going to be a big animal. What is it, Bella? What is it? Is it a cougar? Is it a bear? Is it a deer? Is it a bobcat? Is this fresh poop? No. It's a fresh scrape mark that Bella was quite interested in, though. There's some birds or something down there making a heck of a ruckus. Back to the waterfall and almost to our car. We went 9 miles today and I'm going to pay for this tomorrow. I am wiped out. Bella is one pooped pup. I overdid it, definitely. But I had a good time. Got to spend some time in nature, so it was worth it. We'll see if I think it was worth it in the morning. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, leave me some comments, encourage me, and subscribe if you feel like it. And click on the next one too. Thanks for watching.